Hello again, vinyl community. I just finished making a video, but I wanted to make another one. This one's going to show a lot more stuff than the last one. It's another recent finds video. Stuff I've mostly gotten off the internet, and a bunch of it was influenced by my 100 subs contest, where I asked people to inspire me, and you did. And some of these I'm not going to remember. I'm just not good at this. And I even tried to find some of the videos and I couldn't, of who did what. But if you watch the video and you see the album, you'll know it was you. And I apologize for not remembering everybody. I have no excuses except I have a very bad memory. And I watch a lot of videos. A lot of videos, you guys. I love your videos. Keep making them. Hope everybody's well. All of that. Shout out to all my subscribers and all my buddies on here. You know who you are. I'm going to begin. And I'm going to begin with a 45. Usually I do 45s in their own show. And I'm going to do one of those probably fairly soon. But this was inspired by 100 subs contest. In fact, the first 3 records were the same person, who I can't remember, and I apologize. But this is Thunderstruck by the Cedrics, made in Japan. It's a single, and it's on Estrus, and it's really cool. And I saw it, I'm like, I have to have that. So I was inspired. It's on sort of purplish, pinkish vinyl, marbled. It's very cool, and you guys did inspire me. And again, same person. I saw this and I'm like, this is so up my alley. Some folk songs by the Dukes of Hamburg. To Horzu. I love Horzu. It's a German import. And this again is cool as heck. And thank you for pointing this out to me. I did not know this existed, this band existed. So that's what I meant by inspiring me. Awesome. And I went ahead, I found this cheap, still sealed, brand new, live recording, not live recording, Twist Time at the Star Club by the Dukes of Hamburg. Again, I haven't heard anything from this one yet, but I'm very much looking forward to it. And this is on Dionysius Records. So again, thank you for inspiring me. I really, really appreciate it. Speaking of inspiration, this one I do know. He's probably going to laugh when he sees this. Levy Blues, Pot Liquor. Flipside CT, Steve over in Connecticut recommended this. I haven't given it a spun yet, but he said it sounded like the Black Crowes in 1972, which sounds really cool to me. There you go. Levy Blues by Pot Liquor. And the next couple are the Black Rebel, or Black Angel's first album. Haven't opened it yet, haven't given it a spin yet, but I picked it up on his recommendation. I do have their Record Store Day EP from last year, 2 years ago. So I do have something by them, and I'm definitely looking forward to this. Very Velvet Underground-y influenced band on Light in the Attic Records. More from Flipside here, more inspiration. Radio Birdman. There's 2 versions of this you can get. This is the 4 Men with Beards version. I wasn't sure which version to get. This one appeared to have more songs on it, so I went for this one. But the tag's in the way. Radios Up Here is the name of the album. And it is on the 4 Men with Beards label. I gotta hurry here, I got a lot of stuff. And it does come with an insert. I'll show you some of it. Just show you it has one. And I have listened to some of this and I really like it. Sort of that punk thing you'd expect, Australian punk. Another one, and I did dig this, Steve. Good job. Spiritualized. Ladies and gentlemen, we are floating in space. 2 record sets. 180 gram vinyl. I don't think it's colored vinyl, but I can't remember. No, black vinyl. Comes in these custom spiritualized sleeves. Really good, mellow, but not all mellow. Cool, a lot of droning in here. Good stuff. Really liked it. Paul Baraka P. Dub recommended this, and I haven't gotten through the whole thing yet, but I've listened to a lot of it, and I really like it. Again, mellow, cool. Into by Vinyl Williams. And I will show you the best thing about this record. This may be the coolest vinyl I own right here. This thing is just sort of all kinds of awesome. It's a 2 record set. They're both about the same. Just way cool vinyl. So thanks for the heads up on that one, Paul. Again, great inspiration. And I'm still going inspiration here. I showed this really quick in my one of my contest videos, but Jellyfish, Spilt Milk. Didn't know this was out on vinyl. It's playing in the background on CD, by the way. But it is. And so this was Dixieland Farm. Chris over at Dixieland Farm let me know about this, and I'm so glad he did. Jellyfish, their second album. After... No, I'm not going to remember. I'm so terrible with names. Anyway, one of the main guys left. The guy that was... he left to join... I don't remember the name of that band either. Or the guy joined it with. Don't get old, folks. If I come up with it in a minute, I'll let you know. I don't prepare for these, can you tell? Manipulator by Ty Segall. Vinyl Richie recommended this, and I haven't heard the whole thing, but I have heard some of it, and I liked what I heard. Liked it a lot, actually. So, there you go. Picked up the OC single collection. Kind of like it, don't love it, what I've heard, haven't heard the whole thing yet. It's interesting. And, I need to investigate further. The Hives, the Les Hives album. Love the Hives. The Kinks, Controversial Kinks. This is a 2 record set put out by Reprieve Records. That's actually pretty funny. Of all bands from the 60s covering the Kinks. So there's no later covers on here. It's 100% 60s Kinks covers. And again, what I've heard of this is really cool. Roots, the Everly Brothers, a reissue. I forget who put this out, but sounds really good. Oh, Warner Brothers, apparently. Guess I can show you guys that. Got the green Warner Brothers label. It's on 180 gram vinyl, really heavy, really nice pressing of the Roots album. One of their later 60s albums. I was a little disappointed in this. The Rebel Kind, a collection of contemporary garage and psychedelic bands. It's from the Paisley Underground. And, actually it wasn't. There's another one later that fits in here that I was disappointed in. This one I actually liked. This one has a great cover of Lucifer Sam by the 3 O'Clock on it. I have another one called Weird Tales that may or may not be in this batch. By the way, if you've seen any of these before, I'm sorry, I forget what I've shown and what I haven't, and I pull them for podcasts and then I forget. So it's got The Last, I'm rambling, Plastic Land, 3 O'Clock, The Nomads, Fuzz Tones Around Here, United States of Existence, The Long Riders. This is a good comp. I've been wanting this forever. The greatest hits of the Left Bank on Rhino Records. And I finally got one. It covers both their albums, their singles, and 2 story songs, including Brother Louie. If you don't know about this band, they were an awesome band, but they sort of split in 2. And for a little while, there was 2 different Left Banks. The band, 2 of the band members went one way, 3 went the other way, and there was 2. Anyway, Walk Away Renee, Pretty Ballerina, She Might Call You Up Tonight, one of the best songs the 60s ever had to offer, in my opinion. Goodbye Holly, that I didn't have on vinyl, and I really, really wanted it. And Suddenly, great compilation on Rhino. This I just thought was interesting. 15 Original Rock and Roll Biggies, Volume 2. And if you look at this, you'll see why I thought it was interesting. That cover looks exactly the same, by the way. You've got Gloria Jones, the Standells, the E-Types, Little Anthony and the Imperials, and the Chocolate Watch Band, just to name a few, on the same album. I mean, this is weird. And it sounds really good. It's just cool. This I'm not sure what to make of. Graffiti Quebec, it's supposed to be French-Canadian garage rock, but it's mostly French-Canadian pop with maybe a little bit of psych tinge, but not too much. It's alright from what I heard, but I don't love it. Nothing interesting on the back. It's a 3-record set though, and it was really, really cheap. Ron Hogsear Report recommended this, and I like what I've heard so far. 36 Today. It's a Capitol album that you got from the Record Club only, the now sound of young music. And there's a set list, and it's all by, you know, like a garage kind of band. It's probably just a bunch of studio musicians. There's 9 songs aside, and the ones I've heard so far are really good. This is like an awesome, sort of in the vein of I'm not going to remember the name of that album. The Animated Egg, sort of, only with vocals. Cool stuff. Belle and Sebastian, the BBC sessions. I'm not an absolute huge Belle and Sebastian fan, but I do like them. And I do like bands in the BBC. I'm not a huge fan of live albums, and the BBC really isn't live for the most part. So it's an alternate version of songs done roughly, but not too roughly, so I generally like them. Anyway, that's the set list if you can see it through the glare. I don't know. You're not going to be able to see that. Trash Rock and Roll by 3 Chicks. The Delmonas, Do the Uncle Willie. This is a demo sort of collection by them. It's on colored vinyl, but I can't remember. Well, I haven't opened it yet. That's why I can't remember. I was thinking that I'd played a cut from this on the podcast already, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Anyway, there's mostly originals here. And Billy Childs may or may not have something to do with this. Get Hip put this out. Another Ty Segall, Melted. Have not gotten to this one yet. Again, Vinyl Richie recommendation here. But it's on my list. Mayflies USA, Summertown. Really good modern day power pop band. At least they were in the 90s and early 2000s. Don't know when this came out. Yup Rock released it. 2012. But it could be a reissue. I don't even know. I only have one album by them on CD, but I really, really like it. Haven't gotten to this one yet either, but looking forward to it. I was happy to finally get this in my collection. The Fireman, Electronic Arguments, Paul McCartney's third Fireman album. Got it on vinyl. Never thought I'd get this on vinyl. And it wasn't that expensive. In fact, it was pretty cheap. It's got a little corner bend, and that's why it was cheap. And you know what? I'll take a little corner bend for really cheap. So there you go. There's a song on here I really love, Sing the Changes. Just a great, you should have put it on one of his last two albums instead of this one. Just a great song. White Stripes, BBC Sessions. Love the White Stripes. This is, it's not an official album, but I'm not really sure how much of a bootleg it is either. It's an Italian album, and you get away with a lot more in Italy. This may be on colored wax. I can't remember. Nope. Black. More 90s. I was saying in my last video how I love 90s. This might be very late 80s, but Kate Bush, The Sensual World LP. Glad to have this on vinyl. It's got this woman's work on it, and there's another really good song on here. I thought. Now I'm not remembering it. The Sensual World's good. Maybe I'm thinking the EP that came out has a couple of really good songs on it as well. But not a bad album. And one of the records that the guy had that he pulled before I got to it, I saw it in the corner of my eye, was The Red Shoes, her next album. I've never even seen one on vinyl. And he pulled it for the record show, so I didn't get it. That was the last video I talked about that, by the way. Richard X. Heyman, Living Room. Picked by Chris over at Dixieland Farm. And I liked it, didn't love it, but I did like it a lot. Especially, I liked side 2 better than side 1. But I also liked it enough to pick up his EP, which I have not listened to yet. Actual Size. There you go. Power poppy kind of stuff. Told you we had a lot. Wharf Rat Tales. This is also supposed to be a compilation of California Paisley Underground type bands, but this one I did not like very much. I thought the sound quality wasn't very good for one thing. So, an album I do not recommend. It's Weird Tales. Twin Souls, Beach Town Confidential live album, put out by Alive Sound. This is from 1983, a show they did in the Golden Bear in Beach Town. I have no idea. It's going to be on colored vinyl though. Haven't opened it yet. Same with this one. This one I actually have a little more faith in than that one. Live bootleg, Beg, Borrow, and Steal, live in 1981, 2 years earlier. They do some really good covers on these too, at least from what I gathered on YouTube. This is also going to be on colored vinyl. Finally got a copy of this, The Beatles Ballads. It's the British equivalent of our love songs, really. Only it's one record instead of a 2-record set. And this is an Australian copy. So this is the second Australian album I've ever owned. And really happy to have an Australian Beatle album. Check out the label on this one. It's just a standard black Parlophone. Really minty copy of this. Paul McCartney's Ram. I thought for sure I would never get one of these either. They went quick, and you see them, but they're not cheap. And I got this one for cheap. And really, really happy to get this. One of my favorite McCartney songs is on here. Oh, made in Italy. One of my favorite McCartney songs is on here as a bonus cut, A Love for You. Love that track. Finally released it, and awesome. So glad to have that. And again, I believe this was on Flipside CT recommended this album. I believe the 101ers. Elgin Avenue Breakdown Revisited. This is Joe Strummer's band before The Clash. And I have not gotten a chance to spin this either. But I am very much looking forward to it. And this was a Record Store Day exclusive. Have some more here. Said I had a lot. Teenage Fan Club, Bandwagon-esque. Finally have some of the early vintage, 90s Teenage Fan Club. This is probably my favorite album by them. It's got the Concept on it, and December, and What You Do to Me, and Pet Rock. This is one of their two best albums anyway, and I finally got it on vinyl. I didn't have to pay an arm and a leg. Same with this, Matthew Sweet's Girlfriend. My podcast is going to be getting good next year. I'm pretty much through dubbing through Christmas, but next year they're going to get really good. We go the Girlfriend LP, of course, with Girlfriend, Divine Intervention, I've Been Waiting, Looking at the Sun, Day for Night, Thought I Knew You. Matthew Sweet's best album by far. Well, not by far, because I love this one as well. 100% fun, Matthew Sweet. Not so many hits on this, Sick of Myself. A song called Smog Moon on here, which is amazing. And Get Older, and We're the Same, and Giving It Back, and Not When I Need It. Great, great power pop here. Probably Matthew Sweet's last really fantastic album. And I always wondered what he's listening to on the cover. Matthew Sweet's 100% fun, and it is. Awesome record. Lemonheads. Their first or second best album is a toss-up. It's a Shame About Ray. Finally have this on vinyl as well. Couldn't be happier. Of course, Rock and Stroll's on here. Confetti's on here. Their version of Mrs. Robinson is on here. Ceiling Fan and My Spoon. Just a really good album. Juliana Hatfield in the band at this point. Awesome. So happy to have 180 gram vinyl. Have this on CD. Got it on vinyl. Sympathetic Sounds of Detroit. This thing is produced by Jack White. And it's got Calling the Knockouts, the Playbacks, the Dirt Bombs, the Henchmen, which he was in. The Von Bondies are on here, the Soledad Brothers, Whirlwind Heat. It's a really interesting, good compilation. There you go, you can kind of see. Detroit bands in the very late 90s and early 2000s. Glad to have that. Christmas is coming, folks. And I know what I want for Christmas. Do you? Kate Martin and the Bodyguards. And this is a reissue. You see this online, and it goes for a lot of money. I can't believe they reissued it, and it wasn't expensive. And I took a shot at getting this. Hopefully it's not too X-rated, so I can play something on my podcast, but we'll see. I've been looking for this forever. The 3 o'clock, their mini album, their EP, Baroque Hoedown. And I've been looking for this because they cover the Easy Beats Sorry on here and do a fantastic job. I love this. So I finally picked it up. It's got it on their own label there. Very, very cool. And Deadwax 66, I think, recommended the Fuzz, Flakes, and Shakes albums. Got a couple of these, the Tony the Tiger album. This one's Volume 3, Stay Out of My World. And here's Volume 2, The Day Breaks at Dawn. So I've managed to get a couple of these now. They're getting hard to find. So I was pretty happy to get them, again at reasonable prices. Finally got this too, came out Record Store Day. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Flashback. 2 record set of like all the missing link kind of stuff. And really, really glad to have this. Love her version of Hide and Seek on here. It's fantastic. Really, really glad to get it. Another Flipside CT. Recommended The War on Drugs. You got it again at a really good price. Haven't checked it out yet. Just came, but looking forward to that one. And I got all these from the same guy. And these are all minty reissues. And he packed this really well too. This is one of the best packed collections of records I ever got. Small Faces. 4 Men with Beards reissue. 180 gram vinyl. Awesome. So glad to have it. Q65 Revival. Dutch Garage. I believe they were Dutch. And Cry in the Night is the quote-unquote hit on here. Anyway, awesome. Awesome garage rock here with a hint of psychedelia going on. Much more would come later, but this is the period I actually like. Very, very happy to finally have some Q65 on vinyl. Five Americans' first LP, I See the Light, a reissue on Sundays. 180 gram vinyl. Here Come the Tremolos. Reissue of this album. I believe this one is a British import on CBS Records. The Game of Love. Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders on Star Club Records. A reissue of the British version of this album. This was probably the best thing I got. On Earmark Records, Something Else by the Kinks. A nice 180 gram reissue of this album. And it's just awesome. And I'm so glad to have it. Do not know if it's stereo or mono though, and I haven't given it a spin yet. Because it just came. Probably stereo would be my guess. Mono would be awesome though. Guide to March, Ideology, another great reissue on Sundays. And that was the last one, finally. Said there was a lot. Sorry I had to go through it so fast, but that's what I've been doing over the past month and a half. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're all doing well. Again, liking your videos. Keep making them and keep me occupied when I'm dead tired and I need to go to sleep. But I need to unwind first. I sit down, I watch YouTube, and you guys make me smile. So thank you for that. And thanks for watching. Check out my podcast, snapcracklepop.podomatic.com. Snap, Crackle, and Pop Vinyl Hour. And thanks for watching. And I hope you're all doing well. Hello to all my subscribers and all my friends out there. And catch you next time. I've got at least one contest to enter. Might do a 45 video soon. So hopefully I won't be away too long. But again, thanks for watching. And take care, everybody.